I'm inspired by watching a bunch of other YouTube videos about ADHD to talk about this important question. Where does ADHD come from? What causes ADHD? You might hear, okay, you go to a party, eat a bunch of birthday cakes, and you go nuts, right? You see these kids running around like mad people, and must be the sugar, right? Or you say, well, ADHD, it's because look at these teenagers. They're just on video games all the time, playing Fortnite and Roblox. Video games is rotting their brain. That's causing ADHD. Or these social media, that's they're in constant need for enforcement, for positive feedback, immediate gratification. That must be causing ADHD. Now I'm telling you, none of this is true. ADHD has been in existence for much longer than computer games and even maybe sugar. But I would tell you that sugar does not cause ADHD or does not cause hyperactivity in children. This has been actually demonstrated in clinical studies. So the reason why these kids are running around mad is because, well, it's a freaking birthday party. They're among their friends, they're enjoying themselves. Of course they're going to be excited. But this doesn't mean that sugar is causing ADHD or even lead to hyperactive behaviors. So where does ADHD come from anyway? Chances are, and you probably know this already inside you, it's something you're born with. So do you blame your parents for giving you ADHD? No. I mean, it's not like when the minute you're born, the doctor gives your parents a checklist. Oh, would you like your child to have asthma and ADHD and chronic diarrhea? Well, of course not. Why would anyone do that? And even if they have that list, who would have that sort of superpower to grant future destinies? So ADHD is genetic. It's strongly inherited. Chances are, if you have ADHD, you will know that there are other family members or distant relatives who also have ADHD. And so it's not something you can just fix. And a lot of people think that ADHD is because of a chemical imbalance in your brain. I don't really like that term because imbalance means you're off kilter, you're not balanced. That's not necessarily true. I think ADHD originates from the way the brain is wired. And because ADHD can be so advantageous in many situations, as you know, ADHD can make you more creative. It can give you lots of energy. You just want to do things. You can get a lot of things done when you have ADHD. Um, there are negative consequences with ADHD, like poor impulse control and acting impulsively, and also act without thinking about all the ramification, the consequences of your actions. But ADHD can be quite beneficial. Being seriously, I think we wouldn't have nearly as many music or amazing movies that were made in the past 100 years without ADHD. I mean, some of these most talented people have ADHD, and perhaps it's the ADHD that fueled their inspiration. So ADHD is genetic, and you can't cure ADHD, nor do you want to, because if you cure ADHD, like you said, it'll wipe away all these amazing feats that people have done, and the whole of humanity will suffer without ADHD. And with that thought, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.